This video shows how to interpolate volumes. Now, for example, if you have say time series data set, then when moving from one volume to another volume, you would sometimes want to see a gradual change rather than an abrupt change from one volume to another volume. So in that case, you might want to use interpolate volume. So what now I'll do is, this is my time series, these are 12 volumes. So what I'll do is, now instead of loading it as a single volume, I'll use two volumes. So load volume, load two volumes. Volume 1 is this one here, and load all the volumes here from 12 to 1. Second, do the same set of volumes. Okay, so now we have two volumes and they have identical time series data. Okay, so this is the transfer function for that. So that's transfer function for volume in set 1, and that's for transfer function in volume in set 2. What I'll do is, now I'll just pick, this is mung beans data set. This is growing mung beans, so I'll just choose one bean here, just a tiny set here. Okay, and press F2 to move to the higher resolution version. I'll bring in the keyframe editor here. And I also open the volume information. So this is volume 1. So if I start changing the volumes, you will see the difference. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to turn off the empty space skipping by pressing E. So that's empty space skipping on, skip, and now skipping off, or you can also use toggle to skip, turn off the empty space skipping. So I'll do that, turn off the box by pressing B. Now if I change the volumes, you can see that these are changing here, volumes. First volume, okay, so what we'll do is, we'll keep the first volume 0, and we'll turn on the second volume, put the second volume. So take the first volume data set in the first volume in the second data set. So now you can see here, these are two surfaces here for the two volumes. Okay, I'll just set the keyframe here, another keyframe here. Now we have 12 volumes, so for volume 2 we'll set it as volume number 11, so that is the red one here, and for volume first one we'll set it as 10. So in the first keyframe we have volume as 0 and 1, and in the next keyframe we are going to have 10 and 11. So let's press enter. So that's the one, and then set keyframe. Okay, now if we just go through keyframes, then you will see abrupt changes here. Okay, so I'll turn that off, go back here. Now to interpolate the volumes, I'll just remove this. The interpolate the volumes, press space bar, and then here there is interpolate volumes. So by default it is no, so it is not going to interpolate the volumes. What we will do is, we will interpolate by value, and now you'll see the difference. By interpolate by value, this second transformation is not going to be used. Only the first transform function will be used, and then you will see that the values now are getting interpolated, and then these values are now used to find the transfer function or find the color. So that is interpolate values. Similarly, you can also use interpolate color, where the colors between the two volumes are interpolated. So it's basically a crossfade from one volume to another volume, and that's why you see a gradual change. Instead of seeing the abrupt change when we move from one volume to another volume in the time series.